Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or whatever time it is that you see this. We are here today with a really special guest for our Flagler Voice Business Expo. Today we have Bony Booty's Beach Rentals. You got to say that 10 times fast. How are you this morning?
Good morning. My name is Diane Campbell, and the company is called Bony Booties Beach Rentals. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, that's fantastic. So tell me, how did you get started in this?
Oh, that's an interesting story. I started with my brother in 2021, and we had a different name for the business. It was not as quite as exciting, but I said to my brother Brian, I said, we need something fun and exciting. I said, pirates are one of the things that this area can embrace. So I said, and you have a bony butt. It's my brother had no rear end at all. I said, why don't we call it Bony Booties Beach Rentals? And that's how the name was formed. So 2 years later, actually a year later, he became ill and he passed away
Oh, I'm sorry.
in March of 2023. So I was left with carrying on my own.
Hmm. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was quite a blow, and I remember sitting across from where he was interred at the church there. I said, "Bro, what am I gonna do with this?" And I said, "You know what? I'm gonna try and rock this out the way we decided to do it." And so the rest is history. I've worked hard to get to this point, and we were just glad to be here.
So tell me a little bit about what you do. We know the name and how it came, but what do you do?
Well, what we do is we serve Flagler Beach with beach chair rentals, chairs, umbrellas, and all the things that you would think go with being on the beach and having fun. So we have two types of chair rentals. One is our luxury brand, and those are it's called the Captain's Bundle, and that comes with two luxury chairs, footrests for those chairs, a table, and an umbrella. And then we pivoted a little bit when Brian was sick, and we brought in a backpack line because I couldn't get the chairs on the beach at that point. He was ill and in the hospital. So the backpack line is designed for the client to just kind of drive into Flagler Beach. They're in the afternoon. They just want to sit for a couple hours, enjoy the surf and the sand.
Sure.
So the backpack line can be picked up at the flip-flop shop right across the street from the new hotel in Flagler Beach.
Mm-hmm. So I really like this idea because who likes to lug? Well, and you had mentioned in our Money Magnets networking group the other day that it's the guy that usually gets tasked with hauling everything down
Yep.
to the beach and hauling everything back and all of that. How great is it that you just walk to the beach and there's this stuff? What a wonderful idea.
Yeah, so we've identified two different demographics. One is the family and the moms and the dads who have multiple children, right? So they have all the beach toys. They've got the wagon for the kids, the lunch for the afternoon. They have all the toys, and adding one more thing, well, it's really not one more thing. It'd be two extra chairs and all the beach blankets and ever
So a
for the
couple of
kids.
trips to the car.
Exactly. By the time they get on the beach, they're ready to leave because they're exhausted.
Right.
And then the other demographics are folks like me and who are 55 plus. They don't want to lift it. They've done all that Sherpa work before. And so they just want it set up for them. I'm fishing on the beach, and this is my one vacation of the year. Just set it up on the beach. So that's what we do. We bring it
Right.
down there, set it up in the morning, and in the evening, we come collect it again. And all you do is show up and sit down and relax.
Well, so let's say tomorrow I want to go to the beach.
hmm
So how do I order the chairs and the setup so that I can just go there and it's there?
That's a great question, and I'm glad you asked that. We have to have a 12-hour advance notice for the luxury chairs to be put onto the beach, and that's because we don't have a storefront. We have a storage facility, and I get the crew to collect the chairs per order, load them up in the truck, and they're ready to get out there first thing in the morning. So they set them up, and we have an auger. We drive the umbrella into the sand as deep as we can get it without it blowing away on us.
Sure.
Sometimes it blows away, but that's another story. So we'll have them set up there for you with a 12-hour notice, and then we just collect them at the end of the day.
So the person doesn't have to worry about it. The family shows up, it's there, and then the family leaves and leaves it there.
Exactly. They show up and sit down at the end of the day. If they're kind enough to give us a text, we're done, then we'll collect the chairs, and nobody knows any different.
So what areas do you service?
So we are Flagler Beach specific. We've just been recently named the official partner for the Compass Margaritaville Hotel, which is
awesome.
A big thing.
Yes.
We've been working on that for the whole time we've been in business. And we serve all up and down Flagler Beach. If you go on our website at bonybootiesbeachrentals.com, you can order your chairs. You'll see a drop-down menu there, and you can select which beach walkover you're going to be staying near or prefer to be at, and we deliver right to there.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So somebody wants to reach out and do it, you just name the website, but how do they contact you?
Yeah, the phone number is 386-873-8669.
Say that one more time.
Yeah, it's 386-873-8669 is the phone number to call us, but the way to order is simply online at bonybootiesbeachrentals.com, and you select the captain's bundle if you're wanting to have that luxury experience and the convenience of having it delivered and picked up on the beach.
Sure.
Or if you're just rolling into town, you can there's two ways you could do that. You can order the Buccaneers bundle online and go pick it up at the flip-flop shop, or just roll into the store and say, I want a chair and umbrella for the beach for today, and pick it up there.
That's what a fantastic idea. That is so
it's
cool.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. It's weather prohibited. We always have to deal with the weather. And what makes it difficult in Flagler is the walkovers. Nobody wants to go up the stairs, down across the ramp, and down the stairs. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So
you came up with this idea. How? What did you say, about 2 years ago?
2021.
2021.
Yeah.
So a little bit longer ago.
Yeah.
And it's been building. And I know that with your partner, well, I don't want to say partnership, but with your agreements with the new hotel, I got a feeling you guys are going to blow up.
We're ready to rock and roll. There's a lot of things going on down there at the hotel area around the Veterans Park, and the piers being redone. So
Right.
We expect that there will be a lot of new interest, a lot of just general interest in people wanting to spend time in Flagler Beach and checking it out as that small little beach town it's been, and
Sure.
hopefully will grow a little bit as a result of all that.
I think you will. And you've got 4th of July coming up. So
Exactly, yes. We're adding products as we grow. So now you can get the whole family experience. We have beach blankets, we have beach towels, we have kids' sand toys to rent. We also have paddle balls and cornhole we're introducing. So coolers as well. Anything we could think of that you would enjoy on the beach to rent, and or some purchasable items like beach towels. You can purchase that if you forgot your beach towel.
do you put ice and anything into the coolers?
We haven't done the ice yet. We're just launching the coolers now. So we do have ice packs we could put in there, but having access to ice is a little bit challenging.
Yeah, especially in Florida in the
Right.
summer.
Exactly. If they're hotel guests, they may have ice already, but we have ice packs that we could put in there.
Oh, that's fantastic. So one of the big things that we like to also talk about on these little business expos is the networking part, where we sort of push different network groups. And one of the major ones that I know that you're involved with, because I'm involved with it as well, is Money Magnets.
Exactly. Yeah, I've been networking pretty much all my business life. We moved here from Atlanta 3, 4 years ago. Even though our family's been here for 30 years, this has been the place that we vacationed at.
Sure.
So very familiar with the area. It was an easy decision to come here. Um, so, but I networked in the Atlanta area with another business I had before I sold it. And for 10 plus years, I've been networking, moved down here, network, because that's where it really starts, is building those relationships with the other people so they know, like, and trust you.
Sure.
So, and that's really how I prefer to network.
Sure.
Is we do chamber events, we've done closed category networking, open category networking. They're all different, but it all is to moving towards the same goal, and that is to know, like, and trust who you're doing business with.
Exactly. And you've done an excellent job with that, by the way.
Thank
And I enjoyed seeing the display that you brought in a few weeks ago to the
Yeah.
networking group. That was amazing.
Yeah, sometimes people want to see, touch, and feel what's going on.
Sure.
Our umbrellas are they are luxury brand umbrellas. It's not something that you can buy online, a luxury part. Anyway, they're resort umbrellas. So it's going to be that marine grade canvas. It's going to be that oak framed chair, and all the parts, even though they're 4 years old, they look brand new.
The set that you brought to Money Magnets was 4 years old?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So we do take care of them. At
Yeah.
the end of the season,
They look
we,
new.
We hose them off and wash them down. They're always full of sand, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
But that's the nature of the business that we're in.
Yeah, you're on the beach.
Yeah.
So tell everybody how to contact you one more time before we close out.
So our website is bonybootiesbeachrentals.com. You can find us on Facebook. We're on Twitter or TikTok, all those places. And if you want to call us, you can talk to me directly at 386-873-8669.
That's fantastic. Well, everybody, you want to go to the beach 4th of July or any other day, and you're tired of carrying your stuff down to the water yourself, I think you know how to do it now. Contact Bony Booty Beach Rental.
That's it. Thank you so much, Alan, for
Thank you
having
for
me
coming
today.
in. We really appreciate it.
Awesome.
Have a great day, everyone.